Hi team, hi parents, hi young people of the future. This is Miss Wilson. I'm talking to you today about English, the subject of English language and English literature, and why we study it and where it will take you in the world. I've got my timer on because this is something which I could talk about for a long time, as you can imagine. So, you study English language and English literature at GCSE. You have 2 exams for each, and you study it because it's everything. So if we start with English language is how really focuses on how you communicate in speech and in writing. They're 2 written exams, but actually they are made up of opinionated writing and creative writing, and you look at writing and you produce your own. The reason that English is seen as so central to everything is because how you communicate is how you will be received in your life. It's how you will communicate with other people. And if you can communicate effectively, then you will be successful and doors will open for you. And if you have a broad vocabulary and you are able to express lots of different ideas of sort of in varying degrees of complexity, then the world is your oyster. You can do anything. You can impact on other people. You can change the way that they think. You can connect with them. So English language will teach you how to do that. It will teach you how to use language so that you can impact on others really, really effectively, and you can change the way that they think, and you can own your own destiny with the way that you write and the way that you speak. So the English language course culminates in these 2 exams, and in that exam you'll also become a really critical thinker, which means that when you read something or you hear something, you will think about the layers of meaning in it. We call it inference. You'll actually consider what you are being made to think, so you become a far more active participant of your world. You'll think really cautiously and carefully about whether you're being manipulated or persuaded. So it means that you go through your life being active rather than passive. You don't just kind of bumble along from one situation in your life to the next. You own your life. You own your own life. You take hold of it through the language that you use, through the way that you communicate with other people to get what you want and to make sure that you are not taken advantage of. So you study English literature as well. Now, in recent years, employers have looked equally with equal favour at language and literature. They are now just as interested in literature. That change has been we've been really kind of grateful for that change. In literature, you will learn about history. You will study Macbeth, you'll study Animal Farm, you'll study the poetry, you'll study Dickens, and from those literature texts you will understand how human beings work, how they've worked in different situations. In Macbeth, the king is kind of the man that becomes king is corrupted by power. He has this sort of, he ruins his own life in his blind quest for, absolute power. In Animal Farm, you will look at how society works. You will look at how language has worked throughout history to exploit and oppress people, and how those characters in Animal Farm who don't have an adequate grasp of their language and an adequate sort of level of literacy are the ones that become exploited. So really that kind of the novella, because it's a short novel, the novel Animal Farm sums up what we're trying to do in English, sums up that kind of control and ownership we're trying to give you as you become citizens of the world. So we're trying to empower you with words and with language and with understanding and with writing, with literacy. So ultimately, the course is it's vast, it's exciting, and it will really set you up for the world of both, the world of your life and the world of work in the future.